It's a big vibe, you know what I'm saying? We always outside.
Alright, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Brutally Honest podcast. We are back again with another episode. Here with a special guest. Y'all don't have to worry about her name. She wanna give y'all the Instagram and all that. We'll see. We might have y'all set up.
Maybe it'll be below.
Might be in the description, you know what I'm saying? We usually hold our niggas down. But it's up to y'all, of course.
We'll see. We'll revisit this.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna talk about. There's a conversation going around about women's expectations being too high. She's laughing. She's laughing already. Alright, so my first question to you is, what are your expectations of a man?
Well, personally, I live my life like meet everybody where they're at. Like, I meet everyone where they are. So I don't have expectations from men on a general level. I have expectations from men on a personal level. I know what I can expect from you because I know you. So I can't answer that on a general basis. Like,
I've never
different.
heard that before. Yeah. So I gotta unpack that a little bit.
Let's do it.
So you saying on a general level, how
everybody's not capable of the same thing.
I get that, but how are you like figuring out what they're capable of?
You gotta get to know somebody. So I don't have any expectations for somebody I don't know.
First date, no expectations.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm expecting you to just not be an asshole. Like, I'm just expecting you to just not be weird, not be a loser. Like, just like the bare minimum of just life. Like, and I don't expect that from just somebody I'm dating. I expect that from anybody that's in my presence. Like, don't be a weirdo. That's what I'm expecting. Don't be a rapist, a murderer. I mean, yeah, murderer maybe, but like.
First date, y'all go out to eat. Is that what you're looking for? Go out to eat. What you looking for a first date?
No, I'm a hookah
like. There's no such thing as
so,
a good impression.
I mean, a good impression, but it's like what you do. So it's more like how you are. If you can communicate. If I can see you can hold a conversation, that's a big thing. Just like having a conversation, just being a normal person. If you can just be normal, it don't really matter what we do. I've had first dates where I've done a lot of different things. Like, I've done like games, like arcade, like David Buster's type vibes. I've done food, drinks, hookah. I've had just car dates even, like, you know, just regular, just chilling.
First date?
Yeah,
in
like
the car?
regular, but like not just like in the car. Maybe something went wrong and we just couldn't, the vibe wasn't it, but we made it work, which also tells me that you're a person that's not easily like just thrown off. That you can make it work. Because I'm a person like that. Like, you know, if it's not working, then you try it at least. Like, it's the effort for me. And yeah, like, you just make it work, you make it work.
What type of questions are you asking on a first date?
I guess maybe I ask questions to gauge intelligence. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't have specifics for you, but I gauge intelligence.
How you gauge intelligence? First question at least.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm not gonna ask you anything about school because that don't mean anything. Anybody can graduate from anything. But I'm asking. I'm using big words in my speech. I'm asking you. Are you like I'm just ask you. I'm gonna ask a lot of different things, but using big words. So like, instead of using "Are you curious?" I'm gonna ask, "Are you inquisitive?" Like, so just to see if you even know what this means. Like, do you know what it means?
So you're not just trying to show off your vocabulary.
I'm
you
not.
Said, do I know?
Yeah, do you know?
What?
I'm just saying. No. See, that's the thing. I'm just asking.
Of course, I know what inquisitive means.
See, that's not insulting somebody's intelligence. You gotta meet people where they are. If you're not there, you're not there.
All right, so the point of your questions are just to gauge, like,
to gauge where I have to be with you. So I'm trying to see like where I have to meet you, like where you're at.
When do you get to the point where you asking what he does?
I know it's more like
we know those questions come up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it comes. Honestly, in most situations, people ask me before I ask them because I know as a female, men are thinking they're gonna think we're asking because I want to gauge your wage, basically. Mm-hmm. And that's not where I'm at with it at all. I've dated broke niggas, I guess. Sometimes you get them. Sometimes you get them.
When are we talking? Are we talking high school, college?
In life. All throughout these stages.
So you willingly dated broke niggas?
Yeah, like it's really not about.
What made you stay for the broke nigga though?
Because if I like you, I like you. Like, because honestly, you gotta think, right? Bill Gates was broke at some time. Diddy was broke at some time. Jay-Z was absolutely broke at some time. So it's not about money. And not that I'm even looking for you to be these people, but it's really not about money for me. If we have like a connection and that's what we are with it, then it's just different. Like if I like you, I like you.
Are you looking for a man with ambition?
Definitely. I want you to want to do something. If you're not,
so you're looking for him to get to a certain point.
I mean...
And you're going to help him walk there? Is that what it is? Like, something's not giving with me. I don't know.
What's not giving you?
We got other people in the room. Like, I don't know. What y'all think? Like, something... Is something a little off?
Yeah,
she seemed like she the one that, you don't really exist. She don't really exist.
I do. I'm a person. Real person.
So you don't care about, you don't want to be protected, taken care of.
I mean, I do, but I don't, honestly, I'm a very independent person. My mother raised me to be, like, extraordinarily independent. So, like, I honestly, even if you did have money, like, just to be clear, just as I've dated broke niggas, I've dated rich niggas. And when I say rich, extraordinarily rich even. And even in those type of situations, I'm still offering to pay for stuff, or I'm even paying for stuff. Like, I'll pull out my card, but if I got it, I don't feel like, it's not your responsibility. It's not your obligation to do it. If you want to, that's fine. But if I can, I will. And I feel like it should be vice versa. Like,
who do you prefer between the two? The rich nigga?
Oh, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, obviously.
It's like, yo, come on. Is it just me? Like, what's going on here?
Obviously, I prefer them. And in some cases, I would prefer, like, if I could just take the personality of one person and put it in the rich nigga, like, it'll be like, yes. Perfect. Okay, so if I can build a nigga like it.
So just for the record, rich nigga is definitely above, like he's first in line.
It's personality for me. It really is personality for me. But if I had to choose between a broke nigga and a rich nigga, and they both had the same personality, I'm going with the rich nigga.
Okay. Do you think that you're like an anomaly with this? Like, do you think other women have this kind of mindset?
I mean, like they say, like birds of a feather flock together. I have like a lot of friends that think the same way as me.
Really?
Yeah, I have a couple.
Would you say that generally?
No, it wouldn't be generally. Like I would not say like females think like this, like in general. But I do know a lot of females cheat. Like, and not even just females personally, right? People
I'm glad
cheat.
you admitted that.
Yeah, I will.
I'm glad you admitted that.
Me personally, no. But I don't cheat. Because honestly, like I don't even talk to people. Like, I'm not even a person that can talk to multiple people at one time. Because I'm too like empathetic. Like I'm way too empathetic. Like I feel bad. Like even when I'm dubbing somebody out,
some really people feel bad when they cheat though.
Nah, but that's like
you could be empathetic and cheat.
Nah, but not me. Like I feel like, all right, like if I'm talking to somebody and like I'm talking to them, not that I won't talk to anybody else, but I'm not gonna physically be interacting with other people if I'm talking to somebody. Because if I'm really like into this person and that's what I'm doing, I feel like, what's the point of me talking to the next person when if that nigga calls, I'm going. Like, it's no question. It's no, if he calls, that's all. I'm at. You bye. Like, that's it. But, so, like, like, that's how I would rather not put somebody else in that situation. And then also, I'm now empathetic. Like, this nigga feels bad and I feel bad because he feels bad. I don't want to deal with that myself. So, it may be selfish because I don't want to deal with it.
I want to see where your mind is at, though. Because if, let's say you would have broken nigga, right?
Okay.
You like the life that you have. You like him. Mm-hmm. He has a great personality. One day he takes you on a trip, right? Takes you to a nice concert. Big rapper, I don't know, whatever your favorite artist is, right? Okay. Your favorite artist comes up to you now and is like, "Yo, you come with me, I'm gonna change your life. You gonna like ride with me, money, everything paid for, puts a chain around your neck, that type of thing." Mm-hmm. Are you staying with the broke nigga, or are you starting your journey with the rapper, whoever it is?
This is my nigga. Like, we went together. He brought me to this place.
You're staying with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with him. I am.
You gonna regret it? You think you're
if we
regret
ever break up, I'll be like, I should have fucked that nigga. Like, I want to think about it. I'll be like, not even just fucked it, but I should have fucked with him.
You're not gonna take the opportunity. I mean, you gonna think back on it?
Because honestly, how I think about it is, and I feel like this is like a meme or like a status at some point. I feel like it's old. But if this nigga has $100,000 and he's willing to give me $3,000, which is going a long way with the chain and doing all of this, or even like $5,000 or $10,000, it's not really a big deal to him. But if this nigga, being a broke nigga, was willing to take me out and go on a trip with me and pay for this concert, do all this stuff for me. He's giving me more of himself. I feel like, you know, he's putting more effort into me. So yeah, like I'm gonna fuck with that. Because like in the long run, if I fuck with somebody, like if I'm gonna have kids, I want somebody that's gonna be on that time, like be able to take care of us and put us before the things that they want. So yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move the conversation on. I wanna know what your answer is to this.
Alright.
What is one thing that black women could change if they want to marry more? Because a lot of black women want marriage, they seem to not find it. What do you think is one thing that they could do?
I feel like it's like such a double-edged sword, like that I had my answer is about to be. I feel like we have to both be more understanding and towards men, and also be less understanding towards men.
Okay.
More, what I said is like, it's like weird.
Excellent.
But okay, so we need to be more understanding in the sense where like niggas are just like people, like y'all just people too. Like men are just people in general terms, and I feel like we're more empathetic towards ourselves. Like, oh, I'm going through this, I'm doing this, but like men's emotions, you guys like y'all just like okay, like they gonna be alright. It is what it is, but that's not okay. And that's not fair. But I also think that women have to be more, we have to draw a line. Like you can't do whatever you want to do to me. Because if I let you slide one time, I let you slide 2 times, what's stopping you from doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times after that? So we have to draw the line. You have to be less understanding, less, like, you can't just take everything. Like, you're a whole person as well.
But do you think women put themselves in that position, though?
To be cheated on? Not
like,
always.
In terms of their choice, though?
In what?
In man.
No, not necessarily. I see
because not every man cheats.
Exactly.
So.
But also, like, who's to say that you're not going to cheat? Who's to say that this nigga's going to be the one to not cheat? Who's to say? Because everybody cheats. I just admitted.
So you think everybody cheats?
I think everybody is possible. Is capable.
Everybody's
capable of exactly the point.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
everybody's capable of cheating.
But if there's a consistent, like, this man cheated, my next man cheated, the man after that cheated, this man ain't cheat, but I felt he cheated because these other niggas cheated.
But that's exactly where I'm going. What I'm saying with, like, we have to be more understanding and less understanding. Yeah. Because like how I live my life personally, if I had like 3, 4, 5 niggas do me the same way back to back, I'm still going into the sixth one. Like that never happened because this person didn't do that to me. This person didn't do that to me. Like I can't make this person pay for the sentence. He's not Jesus. Like,
so it's a new man. You give him the benefit.
Yeah, like you get the like. Honestly, I trust everybody fully until you give me a reason not to.
So, do you think you'll get to a point where if dating is not working out for you, you're done with black men or not men?
Okay, no.
Maybe not men, but some do that too.
No,
some be like, I'm done with men.
Absolutely.
All right,
yeah,
but done with black men.
Honestly, I'm not just like solely into black men. Like it's not like it's like I'm not discriminative.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I'm not discriminative.
So you dated different races.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like I draw. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Go on. I've dated white men and I've dated Hispanic men. But that's about all.
No, we ain't gonna bash you for doing that. That's all good.
But no, that's it though. Like,
but
that's the only
I'm curious to know what your experience is like.
On the other side?
Yeah, in comparison to dating black men.
In comparison, Hispanic men are, well, in my experience, and I've talked to other people about this and they also found their experience to be the same. Hispanic men are very emotional. Like, very, very emotional.
I noticed you rolled your eyes when you said
it's
that.
like so much. Because honestly, me personally, I'm not a extraordinarily emotional person overall. So it's always a lot for me. So
too much emotion.
Yeah, nah. Hispanic men are very like, you have to cater, you have to coddle them. Like it's like you're their mom. Like, and I don't have any kids, so it's like heavy. Like, and I don't like it. But it's not like all Hispanic men, and I will date more Hispanic men if that situation arose. In terms of white men, they're very, in my experience, catering. Very catering. Like, they want, in comparison to black men, and I wouldn't even say all black men, because some black men do want to see you happy and will try to do anything to do that. But we call them simps. So, like, they don't do that anymore. Like, as frequent. White men, it's not a stigma around it. So it's like, all right, well, they're going to do what they're doing because they can, and there's nobody stopping them from doing it. And, yeah, it's nice. It's nice because they're, like, very attentive. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a race thing, but their attention span is crazy. And memory, I don't know. Their memory is very on point. Nah, they're elephants. Like, it's crazy. Like, they know. Yeah, like, you said this, that, and this. Like, I feel like I'm arguing with myself.
So what do black men have that those other races don't have that you think?
Understanding. Like, they understand in certain situations the problem. Like, I don't have to over-explain things. Which is why, honestly, I'm not really interested in dating any more white men. Hispanic men, yeah. White men, I'm over that. And because it's like, I don't want to explain my struggle. Like, I don't want to have to explain why what this person is doing is wrong. I don't want to have to over-explain that. And then thinking long-term, like, when I have kids and all, I don't want to have to explain the issue around that. Like, that's just, I want it to be unspoken. We know. You know, I know, like, we don't got to, like, over-explain it. I hate over-explaining. And, yeah, like, it's just, I don't want to have to do that. And I don't want to have to deal with the family vibes of, like, anything that, with my kids, the darkness, or anything. I don't want to do any of that. So, Spanish people, it's more like, you know, they have some sense of gauge of it.
But what's your feeling around, like, I don't know if you know about the swirler community. That's pretty much, like...
With a mix of black and white?
They're choosing to say, like, I'm never touching a black man again, and they're going to primarily white. So, like, do you think,
like, women, like, black women?
Oh yeah,
you
never heard of this?
Never.
You know, what's the thing?
This is news to me.
No, it's.
I mean, I guess I could understand. So I guess it's like, well, assuming that it's just the other side of what I'm saying, like, that I wouldn't talk. Like, they're great. Their memory is great. They're very attentive. They are caring, like, in a way where it's like empathy and sympathy together. Where it's like they try to get what you're saying. Like, you know how, just in general terms, so, like, the guys can get it. White people, they just try to understand your struggles so much. Like, yeah, no, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. That's just, like, the white men on all fronts, though. Like, they really, like, want to, like, put themselves in your shoes 100%. And me, it's like, I don't know. I just don't like it. Like, I don't like that part. But I could see where a woman would say, all right, black men aren't giving me this level of attention, and this is what I want. So this is where I'm at with it, as a consequence.
You think it's attention, though? Because, like, this is not something that I use.
Okay.
You know what Backpage is?
Yeah.
Okay. So back in the day, you know.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I'm saying that's not. I wasn't using that, but what I've heard is on Backpage, you would have black women saying, like, no black men, like, literally, like, so it's not even on just a relationship level. It's.
I mean, I honestly think that's I think it's in terms of that. I thought you were talking about, like, relationships, but in terms of that,
I was talking relationships, but I'm just saying, like, it stems outside. It's outside of that. It's more than that. It's more than that. Preference. It's preference. It comes down to preference. Like, if you like white men and that's what you do, then that's what you like. But that's a huge before it was a thing for black women to like white men. Black men have been choosing white women over black women forever. Black men get $5 and want to be just, all right, sorry, catch you. Why do you think black men are choosing white women?
Because they're easier. They're easier to deal with. It was easier to deal with. We have, you know, we Z-set snapping it up. We doing all of that. But not everybody. And I would even say it's really not everybody. But on a general thing, I feel like it's an easier thing. And I don't want to take away from white women because, like, I don't hate them. But that's what I think it is. I think, and honestly, also, I feel like it's also a thing with money. This is something you weren't able to get before, and now you can. like rich people just spend money because they can. So if they couldn't get white people before, just like they couldn't have money before and get the nice things that they have, and now they can now get the white women. So why would I want what I had when I was broke? I can see that being just like a mentality. Whether it be consciously or unconscious, I could see that being like 100%. I can see that. Like,
what do you think that in like the next 10 years that we're going to see more marriages, or do you think we're going to continue seeing a decrease in the black community?
I think it increased, honestly, because I feel like even in our lifetimes, we've seen a constant increase. More black. I've been to more weddings in the last 5 years of my life than I have like the rest of my life. And honestly, I've probably been to more weddings than my mother has been to. Probably my grandmother even. So yeah, because it's becoming more of a thing that we see famous black people doing, like celebrities. We see more celebrities getting married, so it's more of a thing, like a tangible thing. Like, you don't just see white people getting married anymore. You see Yandy getting married on Love and Hip Hop, who's from Harlem. You see people, Beyonce. You see these people getting married, so it seems like a tangible thing, something that you can actually do. So yeah, I think we're gonna see more. I really, really do. I hope so. Mine should be loaded, right? Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Right.
Alright, we're gonna leave it right there. Appreciate y'all for joining us on this episode. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You're gonna see her in more videos. Like I said, maybe her Instagram will be in the description. I don't know. We're gonna see y'all in the next video. We out.